All right, let's continue diving into this album by The Warning, Queen of the Murder Scene. That's what it's called, right? The last listen through was Crimson Queen, and we created, a bit of an emotional piece of, our queen clutching some bloody roses. So for this one, let's dive into Ugh. I think I'm saying that right. Ugh, 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 ugh. But yeah, let's dive into this track and see what kind of visuals we can pull from it. So if you're into watching someone spiral into artistic madness, this is it. So let's watch something to get the gears turning to then make something and pretend like we knew what we were doing the whole time. All right, here we go. Nice. I think I stopped it right as it was going to get into a real groovy part there. But I just wanted to comment on a few things here. One, the overall sound is like fun and energetic, and it's super catchy right off the bat. I don't know, there's like this teasing bounce to it that's I don't know, it's like a messed up nursery rhyme or something. It's an interesting vibe, this one. It's an interesting vibe so far. And Dani came in strong right away, and she has such a lovely like raspiness to her voice. Very intoxicating, and as usual, shredding on the guitar. And just to break down a few lyrics here, got the lyrics up. There's so much more to this than that. Suppress the feelings, bite them back. And then it goes into that bit. Too many reasons caving in, choking on words that you won't give. Now I'm trapped within, slowly sinking in. So it's kind of like a knowing, or at least an acknowledgement of these obsessive consuming thoughts and suppressing them, burying them, biting them back, how she put it, which I like. I like the biting back better than the ones I said. But yeah, her rational defenses are collapsing, and she's choking on the lack of recognition, lack of love that she's receiving. And we definitely talked about that on the last one on Crimson Queen. And then now I'm trapped within, slowly sinking in, waves of never-ending terror stay forever. Yeah, that bit there seems to be about being trapped inside the mind, or the mind is like feeding false truths that don't match reality, and you're stuck trying to differentiate. But yeah, let's take this back a little bit and continue on. And another thing, I just want to say, Ale on the bass is going off. At least I hope I'm saying her name right, Alejandra. But yeah, leave it to the 13-year-old to like bring the heaviness and that grit to the overall sound. But yeah, 13 years old at the time. shredding on bass, crazy. It's so catchy. I don't know, I feel like I'm at like a madhouse circus or something. And another thing we have in the visual here, we have like, you know, water, underwater, you know, some bubbles going on. So that definitely provides some imagery of like suffocation or drowning or choking, you know, all that. Poe back there just going crazy on the drums. She's back there, you know, just crashing that cymbal, you know. They sound incredible, and this is live. Wild. I like this bit here. It's like the meltdown to it all musically. Yeah, I don't know how else to describe this part other than it feels like, you know, this melting, sinking feeling. Wow. Just so impressive. So yeah, I would say our protagonist here is, you know, stuck in her mental loop, stuck in her own mind, and she's even against the belief that time heals all wounds. You know, that's something that we hear all the time. But to her, she believes that time won't heal these wounds, and you know, what she's going through at this point is permanent in her mind, or at least that's what mine. Or at least that's what her mind is, you know, telling her. Sounds like she's at a, you know, at a bit of a tipping point of, you know, mental collapse, going into madness. I feel like we're getting there. We're reaching that point. But I guess we'll have to keep going and see what happens. But for now, let's break out some art supplies and see what we can create based on this. So here it is, my little bubble in a brain bubble. This one, it represents, like being trapped inside the mind. That's why we have the brain like stuck inside this bubble, and the thoughts are the ones in control, and that's why we have the crown on top of the brain. That crown can both symbolize our queen character, or at least up to this point, and the fact that the album is called Queen of the Murder Scene. Seems like our character is maybe a queen, so the crown is fitting in that way, and then also in the way that it's represents, this ruling over thought, and that's what that represents. Then, of course, if we think back to the concert, in the background they had images of like water and waves and bubbles underwater and things like that. And so that's why on this piece I used a lot of aqua tones, and literally our brain is inside of a bubble. All of that to represent this drowning, suffocating, sinking feeling that we have going on within the song. But with this piece, there's also some bright colors, some pinks and yellows. And so, like at first glance or on the surface, that almost looks like it'd be, a playful, like this playful, upbeat nature to it. Because like I said, the song has like this messed up nursery rhyme, kind of. So it's this pretty catchy, but also unsettling piece, all jumbled into one. If you enjoyed this song, if you enjoyed this art piece, this concept of putting art to music, you know what to do. Go ahead and